No, Honorable Minister, that's not important. No, take a seat, Honorable Minister. You can't
Minister, you must sleep and we must keep
Honorable
quiet. No.
Honorable Member.
To admit when you are wrong. You are sleeping.
Honorable
You
Minister.
are sleeping on duty.
Honorable Member.
You are sleeping on duty.
Order. Honorable Judge, order. Honorable members, Honorable Self, please proceed.
The nation will choose FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Choose FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Oh yes, the month of July. The month of July. Good morning, folks. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show. 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. It's great to be back on a Monday, not just an ordinary Monday. A Monday that starts the week, the working week. Waking up in the morning, it's not an easy thing. It's not by might, it's not by power. It's by the grace. Indeed, God is the greatest. Good morning, welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show. Coming across the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. July 1, the love of liberty. The love of liberty brought us together. Let justice be done to all. Oh, my month of July. This is my brave month. July, 7th month of the Julian calendar. It was named after Julius Caesar. Oh, July. The name July was named after Roman general, Julius Caesar. That's Julius Caesar. And I say July Caesar. July is in the summer season in the northern hemisphere, and one of the warmest months, the 7th month of the year. Oh, my July, my favorite month. Good morning, folks. This is the TBS. Good morning to the 15 counties. I'm excited this morning. This is my birth month. People always say, yeah, great people are born in the month. All the month, great people are born. But July, oh my July month. Yes, my name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts. Marka Davis together on the breakfast show straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. And I like to remember Dr. Togbanan Tipote, died this morning. That woke me up this morning. You know, he's saying so well. The face of the LPP. Dr. Togbanan Tipote. And he said, I'm almost 81 years old. You're still sleeping? I said, no, Dad, I'm up. He said, this is our month. I'm saying, yes, indeed. Good morning, His Excellency. So welcome back home, President Joseph Human Boycott. And I like the tune of Representative Musa Ability. Opposition unity. So much to talk about this morning. Good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning? And excuse my excitement.
Yeah,
I'm grateful to God seeing the month, the day, just in advance to come. Good morning.
Good morning. I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know your insignificant thing.
I can understand. Good morning, Onu, and good morning to our Liberian people, and a special good morning to my great people of Nimba County this morning. I've been thinking about Nimba, and I'm very sure I will go to Nimba before the end of this month.
Okay.
Yeah,
Before the 26th?
most likely around there.
Before President Boycott light up the city? You don't want to see Boycott lighting up Maserado?
I'll be around Nimba.
Okay.
I'll drive
you
around.
want to see Musa Ability opening Saturday?
Yeah. So I mean, it's great to be here.
I hope it won't take too long.
No, not at all. It's just a week. It would just be a
pass
weekend
through.
trip. Yeah,
Okay.
something like Friday and you are back on Sunday morning, something like that.
Guys, listen up in the newsroom.
Just a pass through. No, that. Why you making it scared?
No, yeah, my boss, yeah, your boss passing through.
No, it's just a weekend pass through. It's
Maraka GB or Nima GB is not the same.
not exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, not exactly the same.
Okay.
You know, and when we were coming up, you know, that wallow the protein the GB is not the one we used to eat our GB with.
Okay.
We used to eat it with the leaf.
Hmm.
They have one that is a leaf, you know. Yeah. It's black. That is very good. Anytime you have a taste of it, you think about your grandmother.
See me making my more.
Yeah. And moreover,
We don't know, eh?
yeah, you don't know it.
We the Congo boys who used our bitter leaf.
Yeah.
We cook the bitter leaf today. The next day, we don't warm it.
You're
We
used to-
eat it just like that.
You're used to funny things, you know, like noodles. Why noodles? What's that? You wake me up in the morning and serving me a cup of tea. What is tea? Give me my GB that slept over last night. Let me eat it in the morning
I see.
without warming it.
I see why they need the bars here. That is to go to the UL at that time.
I mean, what is bread with fried egg? What is that? Give me my GB that slept last night. Don't warm it. Yes, just give me it like that. Let me eat it. I'm accomplished.
You don't know it all.
You don't know it all. Yeah, folks. So good morning. It's great to be here this morning. To our many followers, our silent listeners. Most of the silent listeners these days have started, you know, texting and appreciating. And let me say, in this public manner, that I appreciate all of you who follow us, not occasionally but always, because you know when you follow people, you get to know them better.
Yes.
But now these occasional followers, you know, they come in, they bring,
pass through.
you know, just pass through. These are the people that can sometimes be misjudging people.
Yes.
Because you didn't listen to me a week ago, you listened to me talking about something today.
Yes.
You just think that is me.
Oh man,
No,
you hit it out this morning.
yes, that is not the case.
A passing through.
So these past through followers will accuse you of being biased. They will accuse you of being all sort of things. But our regular followers know our position on this platform. And Truth FM has stood up for this over the period of time. The pattern have not changed. The editorial policies have not changed. Truth FM has been Truth FM forever. And we will not sit behind these microphones that our veterans sat and guarded this society and over the period of time, over the years, and come to misguard the society now. We cannot do that. So your trust and confidence in this platform can remain. We can assure you that we have veterans here guiding this institution, and we are stepping in their full steps, and we will ensure that we guide the country through the path of peace and democracy. And like I would now say, we have a talking democracy. Anybody ask you, say Marka David says Liberia now has a talking democracy. What do you mean by talking democracy? Well, I believe we have reached a point now that will not be throwing stones. We have reached a point that will not carry young people in the forest to go and train them for warfare. We have reached a point that our leaders will now tell us, let's go overnight and attack this person. I believe the Liberian democracy have reached a point now that we will talk our issues. That's why I call it talking democracy.
Most definitely.
Yes, that's where we are now.
Yes, and interestingly, I mean, you said it all this morning. I'm waking up this morning. I'm so grateful again, Marka, to see the month of July, my birth month. And we woke up to the sad news on yesterday. I mean, a big tree have fallen in the Liberian media. Cholo Brooks, I mean, Cholo Brooks, a big tree in Liberian media have fallen. Yes, it was sad on yesterday. We heard the passing of one of Liberia's veteran journalists, Cholo Brooks. Cholo of the GNN newspaper, the Global News Network. You know, he used to work with the BBC. In fact, it was Cholo Brooks who recommended Jonathan Peliti to the BBC.
Okay.
Yeah, so a big tree have fallen. Like, it's a sad day for Liberian media. All of you in the print media, it's a very sad day. Cholo Brooks. I mean, sometimes we don't understand how the earth works. It went so fast.
You know, seriously,
I spoke to Cholo 4 or 5 days ago.
I was shocked
because
I've not really heard about him being ill.
Yes. Yeah. He normally sends the paper every morning.
Yes.
Like Alfonso Tua will send Sam Dean sending the paper. That's how Cholo will send the paper normally.
Unfortunately,
all on social media.
Facebook and just saw RIP. I was like, what? How? But that is so sad. It's so sad for the media. You know, Mr. Brooks, all of the press union activities, he always formed part of it.
Yes.
He always formed part of all of the press union activities. And so he was someone that we were very fond with. He was always around. I mean, it was very sad when we opened our social media pages and start coming through the RIP. So we want to sincerely extend our deep condolences to the family of Mr. Brooks. I think one of his songs even posted also. We want to say sorry to the family and to the press union of Liberia family. I want to say our deepest condolences to the Global News Network Liberia. Our sincere sympathy. I think this is a big loss for the institution, for the family, for the press union, and for Liberia as a country. So we pray his soul rest in peace, and the press union can, as usual, organize all of the activities to pay our last respect to a veteran who have led the way for several young journalists in this country. And we want to say it is a big loss to the media landscape in the country at large.
Yes, he was one big brother who's after the show, Marka, he will place a call to you.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, yeah, just many few around will place a call. Look, yeah, the presentation today was like this, was like that. Okay. The journalistic part, you guys didn't play it. Like Aaron Cole will do the same thing, like any other journalist, but I mean, Cholo will be missed a lot. Yes, 3 minutes up to 8 o'clock. Those of you texting on my Orange network, my network is down. It's a sad starting the month. I'm not seeing anything on my Orange number. So if you're texting, you message me on through WhatsApp. The papers, I'm not seeing nothing right now. But yes, starting the everything gossip, we should give him thanks. Yes.
For your phone business.
Oh yeah, happy. This is material thing. Yes, it's just that the politician messages I will not see this morning. Yeah. So if you know the other number, you message me there. Yes. I'm sure will be restored later on. But let's see. What do we have this morning on the TBS?
I thought about cool GB business. Somebody calling me village champion.
Yeah, village champion. We'll go GB.
And somebody telling me, especially when you sleep on top of the roof. Again?
On the roof? You put GB on the roof?
I remember that one. I don't remember that. Yeah, so it's July 1, 2024. Good morning to all of you. This is the lineup this morning. Oh, this is New Robert's birth month.
I think I'm going to lead up out.
This man is going to be celebrating his birthday on the 17th of July. And on the 17th of July, we will do the things that we haven't done before.
Oh, no, when is that already?
17th of July on Ladies' Night. Yes. So yes, let me officially say happy pre-birthday to you and all of the other people born in July. My brother Solomon David is also born on the 7th of July.
And Dr. Tokwa Nantipo, the same birthday, July
Yes.
17th, the same
Okay,
day.
that is
Yes,
great. So we
yes.
wish all of you happy pre-birthday. We wish July will bring success. July will bring change of story positively in the lives of the July born and us who associate with the July born.
Associates.
That's a
You associate.
Yes.
Okay. By directive
Mhm.
of the TBS, you are now declared as the OPS man for the July 17th.
July 17th.
Yes.
Congratulations.
All
to me.
protocol observed.
Thank you. Congratulations to me. So as you have heard,
Uh-huh.
anything
Yes.
that has to do with July 17,
Yes.
wish to Marka Davis. Any attempt
Mm-hmm.
to call
In the
the
Musa Benedict
celebrant
court.
directly,
Use the Musa Benedict to any attempt.
yes,
They remove the arm and sleep from the speaker.
any attempt to call the celebrant directly
Mhm.
is usurpation of my function,
Yes.
and it is tantamount to contempt.
Correct.
Yes.
That time I caught. Before you do the lineup, they haven't caught before no one coming as a kid. Say time I caught. When they carry that cold horse on Friday, just forget it. You coming back until next week.
Yes, and it was a serious code. They
Yeah.
have a hall named after E. Lopa.
Time I caught.
Exactly.
What? Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Anyway,
We don't know it all.
yes. On the lineup this morning, David Coty will be on shortly with the health tips for at least 3 minutes. That will be followed, if possible, the review of the local dailies because we're not having many of the papers.
Yes.
We hope to bring the review of the local dailies. This show, as usual, is sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. In our studio chat this morning, a lot of things to talk about. We'll begin with the reminder that the president is supposed to light up parts of Monrovia for the July 26th celebration. Liberia will be what, 177 years old?
Yeah, don't make mistake.
Yeah, 177.
Yes.
I think I'm sure.
We're older than any other country in Africa.
Yes.
The oldest.
So yes, we look up that again. Our call to the president, we've been calling the president's attention to the health sector, especially when it comes to the welfare of the nurses and health workers, the challenges they face. Despite infrastructure challenges and other things, personally, they are going through a lot. The issue of remuneration, that is salary and other wages and all of that. These are key issues. We continue to call the president's attention to that. We'll continue that this morning. Odiu Kunner is still on the Gabriel Johnson Tucker Bridge, which we call a new bridge in part of Monrovia. We want to see improvement in some of these facilities, especially road rehabilitation and all of that. We'll talk about it. The Minister of Labor has finally listened to us on this platform. We've been flagging the issue concerning Futa Corporation. Again, the ministry wrote them officially and is supposed to be doing visit their official visit if they have not done that already. So we have a copy of the letter written to them. Yes, LDA boss report to the Justice Ministry response.
Yes.
To the Justice Ministry's letter. Yes, we'll talk about it also. And again, this issue of opposition unity. Is it time or is it still soon? We'll look at that. You listen to the Militant Day speeches. Most of the speakers, including the chairman of the Liberty Party, Honorable Musa Belete, mentioned the issue of opposition unity, and he said clearly that the CDC is the leader of the opposition. They must prepare or lead the way for the unity. Other than that, they will go alone and they will get defeated alone. I enjoy that part of the speech. Mr. Belete is a wise man. Yeah, so coming out at 8:35 to 9 this morning, we will have Amara Fofana here, a former representative, Kennedy of District Number 12, Monserrato County, to be talking about the recent visit of our Muslim brother to the Hajj in Mecca. Are they back in country now?
Yes, they're back.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We'll talk more about that this morning. 9:05, we bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. At 9:15 to 10 o'clock, the head of consumer banking, Gibson Colley of EcoBank Liberia will be here this morning on the last segment of the show to talk about the recently launched service called the Diaspora Mortgage. What is it? We'll find out when he comes here this morning. In the midst of all country first. This is the breakfast for July 1, 2024, Monday morning.
Great, beautiful lineup. Yes, on the TBS 96.1. And let me just warn somebody. Well, before David call, David, please call Marka's number because my phone is off. All right.
Okay.
I saw this text message before my phone going off saying that David is not well. They will no longer do the health test the person wants to do. I mean, you can't do this to us. Yes, I don't want to call your name, but David have been very regular with us, consistent, and he have gotten more fans. So, in the near future, where David decides to step away, if your tenure expires on the TBS for the health tip, then I mean you can come through. Yes, but let's bring you the health tip with David Cody. David, please place in a call to Marka's number. I'm off totally this morning. This is the TBS 96.1. So much to talk about this morning. David's coming through, right?
Yeah, David's coming through.
There's someone say it's Sego. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Are you there? Okay, someone say he's sick, so I don't know.
Well, nobody else but Hafa. That enemy of mine. He's the one always writing all kind of messages. Hafa, yeah. Don't mind.
Okay. You know, it reminds me of President Boyka when he was contesting. People were so concerned of the former vice president. Oh, Boyka not well, until Boyka wins the presidency.
And people who said he was going to die soon have already died before him. Oh,
Don't miss politics and health. Please do your health team. They're not pre at 17. Don't sing that song. You don't sing one of what's the band? To one antibote.
to you.
Terrible voice.
Happy birthday to
That terrible
What
voice.
birthday?
Don't spoil the thing. They will stop it. Stop. Yeah.
Okay.
you to you. And I'm going to follow the protocol by saying Marka Davis, the ambassador.
You better do so.
Better do so. I will talk to I'll follow the protocol. Okay. Blood circulation is our topic today. Your life depends on the blood flow in your body. Poor blood circulation is a silent killer. If the blood in your body does not flow to your brain, you have stroke. If the blood in your body does not flow to your heart, you have heart attack. According to the World Health Organization, insufficient blood flow is responsible for 30% of the death globally each year. 30% of the people who die in the world die because of poor blood flow. Blood removes waste from the body and sends nutrients each part of the cells. Without sufficient blood flow, waste will build up in the body, and that can impair the blood flow. Now, the symptoms of having a poor blood circulation: 1, numbness in the feet, in the legs, and the arms, poor digestion, chronic fatigue. Now, vitamins that you are supposed to use or take in order to have good blood flow in your body are: 1, vitamin B6, vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin B9, and vitamin D. Now, I don't have much time, so I'm not going to name the foods that you're supposed to eat to get these different vitamins, but find them. Just go to the supermarket, talk about foods that will have vitamin D, vitamin D, you're going to get them. You can also get vitamin D from the sun. At least those of you who are used to your air-conditioned house, your car, please get outside sometime 50 to 30 minutes and be in the sun. It will help your whole life. You'll get vitamin D from there. Preferably in the morning. 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening, not in the very hot sun. Now remember this. Extra virgin oil has many health benefits, more than 11 or 12. For example, am I on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For example, heart health. It will also boost your sex drive. It will improve your immune system, improve your digestion. But you need to follow the rules in taking your extra virgin olive oil. Number 1, 1 tablespoon in the morning on empty stomach. Drink 1 tablespoon 1.5 hours before bedtime. Number 3, keep it in a cool place, in a dark place. It should be in a cool and dark place, not in a place where the light will penetrate. So that's what you should always do. Now, Once it is open, remember this now, please. Once you open a bottle of your olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil, once you open that bottle, make sure that you use it in 6 months, not more than that. So don't play that stingy thing and say you just be pinching it to let it last long. More than 6 months, it will not be useful to you. So those are the information I'm going to give you this morning. And you always look at the label to see when it was made and when it will expire. The one I have here is from 2024 to 2026. Those are things to watch out for. Thank you very much for the time. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, David. Thank you, David. David, take care of yourself this rain season. Yes, I know the rain is falling heavily out there.
Oh, really?
Yes, very serious rain. But again, we'd like to say good morning, welcome to the TBS. The show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia, of course, EcoBank Liberia Limited. Yes, it's proud to present the Truth Breakfast Show. So, paying homage to foreign journalists, I'm sorry we can't bring you the review of the paper this morning. Yes, Cholo family in Bannersville down there. Yes, around the estate, era E, era F. Yes, so I mean, the president of Liberia do have an acting leadership whatsoever. They should pick it up and visit the Virgin journalist. So let's go straight into our talking point. You would like to also welcome home to our president. President Boyka left on Friday and returned safely on Monday. On Sunday.
Yes.
Yes, it's good our president leaves and return peacefully. So the president will light up on Passabon River in the month of July. This month here, this our month as a regular thing. Every July 26th, you'll find out that there'll be a big dedication. A few others calling we should cancel the July 26th celebration, but President Boyka will light up the city. You can see there are a lot of works along the roads taking place, but with this call, I just want to remind the president on Friday, we run exclusively 30 minutes on our nurses. President Boyka will just remind you this morning. This heavy pull down of rain. It's not easy. Look on the social media. The SOS call from whom? People's in the water, back and forth. Yes, very. I know my phone just went down. A lot of pictures, man. See water enter homes and all of that. So again, we are asking the president, we are appealing to the president, please look into the health matters. The nurses, the hospitals, they are still challenged. And I'm calling on your office, just make an unannounced visit to the GFK president Boyka. Just see. Don't tell the GFK administrator, don't tell the health minister, just go unannounced. Because the nurses did something, Marka, during the heart of the election, they went against their own oath by participating heavily in the election. The talk side against George Weah instead of voting Joseph Boyka across the country. So with this happening, we are saying no. We don't want to go slow action because they should be the last option for our nurses, the health workers to go on a go slow. So calling on the president, please, President Boyka, the health workers. I mean, yeah, man.
Yeah, so like we said from the intro, which we have been doing for the past week, we just believe it is very important that we look into the critical areas of our country, which we cannot rule out health. So the president should be able to listen. I know Onu is referencing JFK. JFK is the biggest in the country. However, some of the other hospitals, public hospitals or health centers are also challenged. Come right here to Duboro Clinic, for example, Duboro Health Center.
Duboro Health Center.
Yes.
Okay.
So most of these institutions are challenged. Again, the issue of motivation. Sometimes I listen to people, criticizing nurses. Oh, they on that phone. So look, motivation is very good. And I mean, this comes through to compensation for the work you do, Mr. President. We still have nurses in the country and health workers, not only nurses, health workers, some PAs, in the country still making very little. Some are still volunteering, Mr. President. Some are still volunteering. And some who are quote unquote on salary or employed are making $90 or $140, Mr. President. These are some of the issues we should look into. When we talk to folks at LRA and they give us thumbs up that, well, we can raise revenue.
Mhm.
I think our thinking, when the revenue increases, the budget bracket increases, we should be thinking about increasing the compensation of people working in the health sector. I know we are highlighting, somebody will say not only the health sector, but we are highlighting the health sector because we believe it is very critical, Mr. President. The issue of supplying the issue of medical supplies, these are all important. The people who are doing the work are most important. And we believe that the president should look into our appeal and plea, because it will reach a point of time that they will stop sending out text messages, calling people, and they will just decide one day to go slow.
Mhm.
Health workers been slow. There's a history of it, not only in Liberia but in Africa. In Nigeria, that happened. In Kenya, it has happened, and in other countries in Africa.
And the most affected is the ordinary.
When it happens,
Yeah.
the people are affected. The people are affected. You see, recently there was a lady who died. May also rest in peace.
Yes.
I think some part of Nimba, the ambulance was bringing her to the hospital, and then the bridge was bad. The car got stuck in a bridge there, the wooden bridge. At the end of the day, we got report that she didn't survive.
Yeah, man.
Yes, the picture, that story was in the Women Voices newspaper.
Yes.
It was a headline story.
Okay, woman died
Yes.
in childbirth.
Yes.
Childbirth.
Yes.
I saw it on Friday.
Exactly. So these are some of the issues. The health sector is challenged. The health workers should be well taken care of so that they can provide a quality service that the Liberian people deserve, Mr. President.
Yes, great. And my Toba is not making any mistake. It's going fast track, Marka.
My top win.
Yeah, top bien.
Top win.
Which district? District one,
I think it was
District 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
District 4.
Mine is not those of you watching on the
At
Facebook.
the Down region.
The Down?
District 4 is the Down region.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Down is the one you call Gio.
Oh, Gil. Okay, down.
Down.
Oh, okay, the Down. Damn it. So mine is actually display on the media. Good morning, Roland Giddens. Roland, look at your Bushel
Yeah.
Island.
And people, you'll see.
I want the Minister of Public Works. You should take the criticism in a good faith, right? Look at the Bushel Island. See the road.
Mine impressing you this morning.
Yes. He started talking point.
Yes.
So he's just going by. Look at the Bushel Island, Marka.
I'm seeing
You
that.
see the Bushel Island?
Mm.
The road is so deplorable. And my President Boyka will light up the city this July. The city will not be beautiful.
Mm.
I mean, if the Ministry of Public Work is doing work outside of Monserrado, you have to send some of the team back inside. Look at the Bushel Island here. At least I say the SKD Boulevard, the back row. Look, this is very deplorable.
Yeah. So again, to speak to this thing, Onu,
Yeah, man.
I know that they've given contract to different companies, including Chico and other company East and all these other companies working. But Onu, these other work here, I mean, we have the engineering battalion of the armed forces of Nigeria.
Yes.
Very
Pause the army
I hope
vehicle.
we can come back.
Yeah, go back to the army vehicle.
Yeah, I hope we can come back.
Go back to the army vehicle.
I was just talking about it. You see, this is almost
Yes.
the son of the day Baptist Digon.
Great. Let it play a little
Anytime
bit.
we are talking about something sincerely,
That prophecy.
it can be let it come a Jeep right there.
Yeah, let it come a little bit.
The engineering department
Okay, pause it right there.
right there.
Hold on.
I
Yeah,
love it.
the engineering department of the armed
Of
forces
the armed forces of Liberia.
can do the work.
They can do the work.
Yes.
They can do this work.
Yes.
They did the sidewalk on the Tome Boulevard.
Yes, the entire boulevard.
The entire Tome Boulevard.
They jeep that passing, the army jeep,
The
right?
Army GBC, yeah.
Roland Giddens, the engineering department of the armed forces of Liberia, they will not need no
They
foreign
can
company.
undertake
Yes.
major road projects in this country. I
Yes.
know y'all do bidding and get some of the major projects to foreign companies and all of that, but we have the engineering battalion of the armed forces of Liberia, and we have confidence in them.
Yes, they can
because
do the work.
we can point to that hair marks in this country.
Yes.
Okay,
Let me repeat again. The engineering department of the armed forces can do this work.
they
Here.
can do this work.
You see what that jeep passing?
They can do this work.
I mean, give you a play. I mean,
They can do this work. They can do repair of the 72nd SKD Boulevard.
yes.
They can do repair of the Police Academy Road. They can do repair of the Zeze Community Road. Look, most of these roads I'm leaving, Mr. President and Mr. Minister, they are damaged. They are getting damaged not gradually but rapidly.
Yes.
But rapidly.
Bourgeois Island
And
finish.
we have the engineering battalion of the armed forces of Liberia. We have the handmarks in this country. They have done some
Of
work.
course.
What are we waiting for?
The guys can do this work. Look at the Bourgeois Island, deplorable road. Anyway, they haven't pulled down the rain. I'm thinking about people homes.
Absolutely. Today,
I'm thinking
a
about people
lot of people were,
homes.
see what happens when these disasters happen, the people, they have so much trust in the media. Now, what I tell people, you all support the Liberian media. The Liberian people have built their trust in the media than public institutions that is supposed to be running to.
Yeah.
Instead of people going to maybe the disaster management agency, even when there are issues, people run to the radio station instead of going to.
Even to call the police, that you call the radio station to call police.
Yes.
To call fire service, you call the radio station to call fire service.
I'm saying this to tell you that during the flood in recent time, I think 3 days ago,
yes,
the people were running to the radio station with their stories. The people were coming here with our stories. That's why when we come and sit here in the morning and bring to you the plight of the Liberian people, let me just let you know what you don't know. That every talking point that we have, every point of discussion we have on this radio are not just of our own. These are reaction from the public. These are messages they want to convey to the authorities but they do not have the voice. They do not have the opportunity. They do not have the access to reach these people. And this is the medium they use to reach the people, to reach the authorities.
Great. So please, Roland Giddens, take this in a very good faith. If you drive on the Bushville Island, you don't see a rule. I remember the late Mickey Gray quickly. There was time Ellen Johnson was coming up from former President Sally was coming from Bombing County in Marka. The whole of Jimmy Carroll was worse. The Bushville Island was worse. The Claratown, kudos to George Ria for fixing the Doe Community Road there. I mean, there was no way out. Traffic was taking the two sides of the road. So the chief of traffic at them was Mickey Gray. So when we had placing a call and said, look, and there was no 3 days free call, reg back call. So I was on the traffic plus. Mickey said, well, we have to use the radio to help with this message. I said, you on YouTube FM at them was on Ashman Street. He said, yeah, we have to use the radio. So he sent in this guy, Terrence Dowie, yes, with his Motorola now, and announced that, look, Oni will be on the line. I mean, I come to talk to the police radio set for the very first time. I mean, that's my OPS. Yes. He said, Mama, when you go ahead, police listening to you, and the instruction that you gave, we have no option. That's the word he used. Because there was no road. The Bushville Island was cut off. Jimmy Carroll was worse. The Doe Community Road, kudos to George Weah, was also like a banger highway. What are we saying this to you, Roland Giddens? Do you know why they named this new bridge after Gabriel Johnson Tucker, former public works minister? You can be seeing this kind of thing if you praise the road, the banger highway, the Zedru, the Lofa. People will say, but in your own city, yeah, seeing the road, yeah. Hey, man. Let's move on. Easy.
Yes.
Unity.
Maya, let me appreciate you. That was
good.
Because we want the Liberian people to see the visual of what we are saying.
Yes.
And this was a display of what we've been talking about.
Very beautiful.
I saw it.
Go to the CDC party headquarters. Let's see what happened on Opposition Unity on Friday, on Saturday, and then on Sunday. Yes, 3 days from the 28th to the 30th. Yes, what happened?
Again, while Maya is going there.
Yes, I want you to go to the city. Go there quick. Go, you'll see it.
While Maya is going there, and let me say thanks to Bill Lama.
Okay.
Flex Beat, as you know, commonly call him.
Yeah, Bill.
He's been doing extremely well with the live. I think Real TV was one of the institutions that really screamed the CDC activities live. Let me say thanks to. In fact, Maya was part of the crew.
Yes, Maya.
Thanks to all of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, it is an early warming up for the opposition. And let me remind the folks in the Unity Party, these activities will be coming up gradually as
So this is it, eh? Opposition unity, right? I mean, President Boka, while commissioning few of his cabinet, he told us, look, you leave Facebook. You go back to that video. What my president, I have to say my president, because there are some folks who feel that Boka is just president for them. My president told us, look, leave the Facebook business. Leave the Facebook and do your work. Look, opposition unity is the key. In its, country, you have a ruling establishment. What do you expect of political parties to do? to form. That's why you had the CPP when CDC was in authority. You had Unity Party, Liberty Party, ALP, and all of them. So if you see Musa ability, Musa is doing no wrong. I see some of you have problem going on social media. Why is he going to do at the Congress for Democratic Change headquarters? I mean, it's opposition. Musa is not from the Unity Party. So this is opposition. And the reason for opposition, this is key word. Opposition is to put the government to their feet. No more ballot, no more guns, right? If government is not proceeding in a way, the opposition will be there to make government get out to the feet. But there are few some wrong messengers I'm seeing. Maybe we'll save that for another time. But again, Musa present at the Congress for Democratic. His opposition, don't blame him for that. His party bloc, they still believe that the opposition bloc can see the Unity Party in 2029. For that is opposition. Natana McGill, they are oppositions. So I'll read some of the comments. Maybe there are a few who say CDC needs rebranding. That one it left for the party themselves. Yeah, some of the guys who took out the microphone, they are the wrong messengers now. But it left with the air. It left with the party. Jamas called you. Good morning to you, former mayor, right? Some of the comments, majority of the comments, not Koji in particular, but there are some who hold the microphone. They say, well, they are the wrong messengers for now for the CDC. Yeah, but you don't want to stop it. But the opposition you see there, don't be surprised. Yeah, opposition.
In 2005,
Unity Party did the same thing when they were in the opposition.
our people were shot out on this party ground.
Yeah, since you have been.
Like
when I can't hold the microphone, Jamas, let me report to you. Janas, come on to your party chairman.
But
When I can't see the microphone, I read the comments.
And he used to lay water down.
TV, from front
he
page,
led
on the
the battle
live.
scarf of the
Most
revolution.
of the people were saying wrong
I never
message.
seen that I was wounded yet.
There are others who hold
I
the
listened
microphone.
back.
There were no
In 2005,
negative
our
comments.
hands got put
I
on
can't
and
see the
subsequently she
microphone.
passed
They said
away.
wrong messenger. I said,
They were so
I
resting
think we
to
said I had
catch
the
a
microphone.
peace.
Wrong messenger.
By 2011,
Just because you took all the
between
silver. Yes,
2005
SG,
and 2011,
you're strong.
the party was challenged.
So those real TV on coming to life from
Yeah.
There was mass
But Musa took on the stage.
destruction.
This is why, and I mean, we got
But some of our best.
But Musa came up.
The party
The first thing I could see on most of the live chairman. I don't know how many chairmen
They
Musa
took
had.
the
Chairman. Chairman.
parties from different
Chairman. Oh, Musa long rise appears on the party headquarters. Yes, with his friends. That's how most of the comment was saying. Yeah, yes, Musa right here. You see? Anything he said, if they send it, y'all fire one shot.
If the executive fire one shot, they fire back at the Senate executive.
Yes. That two
The
different.
Liberian people have made a decision.
And I attack on two fronts.
They decided
And to sustain one battlefront is not easy. One front line.
to divide the
Musa told
government.
Troy at two.
But why is this?
And that tells you you're strong.
Yeah, why is
To
this
go for the
before
two.
becoming black? I thought this thing was just some kind of gossip and stuff, but everywhere it's becoming louder. And I think such attempts
See that Kara.
should be aborted.
Kara there.
When Honorable said,
The voice of
Speaker
the
Kufa, he said not
is
even
the voice of
25% of the house's membership can vote against
people
Speaker
decided,
Kufa, and that any attempt to
and Liberia is being
disrupt
governed
the
today
legislature by trying to remove
through
him,
a
they will disrupt
coalition.
the state. That's the time
Can you
the
imagine, my
former
people?
representative
Kara stood up.
Can
Yes,
you imagine Unity
Amanda.
Party losing 70,000 votes and accept the result before it is
This our
announced?
way too. But Musa strong.
You are
Musa, you
done
tell me how many chairman
Don't
title
let
you
nobody
have.
take
Chairman.
that glory
I
from you.
see you on Facebook.
that.
Chairman.
Young people
Oh, I came 3
Remain
times.
peaceful.
Chairman.
So
to be
Iman,
militant.
I mean, I'm
means
not
to
a
stand up for your
politician
right.
to you, but
It
in my
means also
opinion, I think
to
if
respect
there are
the
attempts to
right
say,
of the people
I
who
think
disagree
Speaker
with you.
Kufa has been very
Let us
coordinating,
respect
he
one
has been very
another view.
cooperative in my
Let us
mind,
stay
in
in the
my
opposition.
observation. I think there is
And
no
CDC
attempt
leadership
at
is
the
the
very early
chairman.
stage
To remove.
The
to
honor
think
is
about
on you.
removing people, to think about removing
The
anyone.
Lagos get
opposition.
his there.
I know these are
You
political
are the
fights,
leader of
but
the
it's too
opposition.
early. He has not shown
How you
any
conduct
form
yourself
of
is
should
how the
I say,
opposition will fare.
hit against the
If you want
executive.
yourself to
In his
take
statements, he
off,
have always talked
then you
about
alone will carry the
coordination.
defeat on your
He always
side.
talk about
If you
collaborating
want
in
us
the
to
government.
share
Okay,
it,
you can have a
we
balanced
share
government
power
when
and
these
go and
things
remove
are
any
like that.
party.
If you have an
We have
opposition
together.
speaker,
Thank you
you
very
hold
much.
the executive to their feet and you will do things. But if you just have, I mean, the entire government being the ruling party, then things will just roll over. Yeah, so and so some people have the criticism that Representative Billy was the deputy speaker candidate for
The
opposition.
opposition,
I mean,
you are the
Comment
leader
say,
of
in
the
fact,
opposition.
Musa will contest as vice
How you
president in
conduct
2029.
yourself
Yeah.
is
oh
how the
yeah.
Yeah.
opposition will
Look
fail.
at council. See,
If you
Jaga is
want
not used
yourself
to
to
that kind
take
of thing too
off,
much.
No,
then you alone will
I think
carry
the
the defeat
biggest
on your
speech
side.
at that ceremony
If
was
you want
Reverend
us to
Billy's
share
speech.
it,
Yeah.
Yes,
we share
because
power
Those are
and go
business to
and
the
remove
people
any
show.
the
That's
party.
really funny.
We are together. Thank you very
no,
much.
sincerely, if
Oh,
you
to challenge.
yes, you can even
Yeah.
watch from the
Yeah.
the hierarchy of the CDC. You see from their face when Benito was speaking, they were always nodding their head in agreement with everything he was saying.
It's a strong
To
fighter.
the extent that even the big people were standing up and shouting Amanda and all of that. You see Senator Paloma Gil there.
Yeah, follow.
The man celebrating Benito.
Okay, this is
Speaker.
the speaker
Yeah, the
and,
speaker.
and Musa.
Musa right there. See, he's happy, man. And then them will launch by the Senate at the other.
Damn it. Yes, let's move on quickly. This is the
But that's the
PBS.
politics of the day.
Yeah.
So
Don't blame it.
we say thanks to the CDC for their own turning setback to come back successfully. There was no issue of violence. There was no disruption. There was no obstruction from the ruling party. Let me also appreciate the Unity Party because they would think that somebody's trying to create a kind of popularity game and stuff. Do other political tactics to disrupt all of that. They didn't do it. They allowed them to carry on that program peacefully and successfully. That's it. We now have a talking democracy.
Bob bounce.
Yes.
Bob bounce.
That's the democracy we have now. Talking democracy.
Bob bounce. Musa took ball bounce to the party.
In the National Liberation Movement.
Yeah, so we have two more talking points quickly. We have the response from the LDA boss, Abraham Kroban, to his two deputies. But before that, I want you to go to the Ministry of Labor. Futa Corporation. Let's say welcome back to Alhaji Super, the Fula governor, returned from the Hajj on yesterday. Yes, Alhaji, you have a big communication on your decks in your absence. Your employees at Futa Corporation, now your contractors had an issue, so the media have raised it up. This is day number 3. So the Ministry of Labor have listened to us, and it went in on Friday. Marka had the communication. Yes.
Yeah, so this is what was written to the corporation from the Ministry of Labor. It was dated on June 27, 2024. The General Manager of Futa Incorporated, 17th Street, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Manager, please accept my compliments and best wishes. The Ministry of Labor has learned of bad labor practices being carried out by Futa Incorporated. In view thereof, you are hereby informed that staffs from the Ministry of Labor, headed by the Deputy Inspector for Operations, Honorable G. Albert Tenney, will pay a visit to conduct inspection on June 27, 2024 during your entity's normal working hours on the following, in keeping with Chapter 8 of the Decent Work Act of 2015. So these are the things that the ministry are going to do the inspection on. 1, minimum conditions of work and employment. 2, contractual certificates. 3, employees handbook. 4, occupational health and safety policies. You must produce these things. 5, work permit for all non-Liberian employees. Very good. Work permit for all non-Liberian employees. Number 6, copy of the annual leave in 2022 and 2023 for each worker. And 7, payroll for the last 6 months. These are the things that the inspection will cover. Below are the team. The team was headed by G. Albert Tenney, who is the Deputy Inspector. Anthony T. Sayer is the Research Officer, and Bella Colley, Inspector. Therefore, it is our ardent hope that you grant them your fullest cooperation as they their task. Kind regards, sincerely yours, Honorable Stephen S. Koluba, Deputy Minister.
Yeah, so we have made all effort to have the communication. That tells you that our interest, we're so serious about this food corporation thing. And I think the management has shot themselves in the leg. Because from 2009 up to present, all of the contractors, none of them were employed. So they had a meeting with them on the same Friday. The employment will start up this week. So the whole communication sent by Labor Ministry, we're reading all of the outlines because we have the act. Let's just make this clear to the Ministry of Labor. The act that constitutes the 2013 Act of the Ministry of Labor, we have it in our possession. So we're following it. As part of the act, chapter 13, that talks about foreigner holding key position. There's a guy called Labi. Labi or Lavido. There's an Indian guy there, right? You don't occupy a position if a librarian don't qualify meets that criteria. The operation manager is an Indian man, and part of our acts that created the Ministry of Labor Decent Act, the Decent Work Act, a foreigner occupied. This is one of the major things. So all of the breakdown, this minister, this inspector carrying on, we're following closely. So super good morning, welcome back. This is what on your decks. This company, I mean, makes millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. And there was interference in our election. So he did that as governor of the Fula community. Our election, business or foreign business owner participating in another country elections was something ugly on your part, super. The CDC, the United Party, Joseph Boyka, George Weah went into a runner. You call the whole Fula community to decide as to which side. Imagine Marka Davis in Guinea, a businessman, having his little rubber company in Guinea, then telling who's to go and vote for. The next minute, he's been back in his country. So let's give the Ministry of Labor a chance to do that work. Yes, and we're following closely. Please, we are following closely.
Very closely.
Very, very. You don't know how we received this communication. The one you sent to Futa. They don't even know how we got it. So that tells you that. What the inspector name? Please look at the inspector name. Let's call the guy.
G. Abertini.
Abertini. You don't know how we received this communication that you served to them. We are following very, very, very closely.
And that G stands for Gonganu.
Gonganu. Gonganu. I know how to call Gonganu. I say, man, or brave man or what? Meaning what?
Man, you'll come.
Man, you'll come. Yeah. Gonganu, you don't know how.
That name is mostly given to the first Bocha.
Okay, Bocha, the first Bocha, Gonganu. You don't even know how we received this communication. That tells you that anything you say is down there, we are following it and we'll make sure we bring it out to the public platform. Yeah, before we bring on, I mean, this issue of the LDA boss, the three of them was suspended, we know. I mean, good morning, His Excellency President Boyka. Good morning. Yes, I hope you're doing pretty fine. The Minister of Justice. So, I saw a response to the Liberian Senate. Yes, this is the response to President Joseph Boyka respond to my deputy's complaint. This is Abraham Kroman. Yes, Marka, I want you to take a time. I think I forwarded it to you. Not yet. Sure. Okay, go through. Let's read a response from the LDA boss. At least now, the boss have finally opened up. This is how it should be. We'll be calling look, AB Kroman, you have to open up. You can't remain silent.
Okay.
Yes, let's hear the complaint.
This letter is to the office of the president.
Yes.
It responds to my deputy's claim or complaint. So the complaint, and he's responding to the complaint from the deputies. Compliment of my highest esteem as I respond to a complaint against me in the media on Monday, June 3, 2024, wherein the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency has a statutory mandate to mitigate drugs use and proliferation, and whereas the fight against drugs is a signature project of President Joseph Newman Boakai, and as such, it behoves us as leaders to objectively and conspicuously respond to allegations by my deputies that have the propensity to impede the progress being made of recent amidst the odds. In lieu of the aforementioned super, as part of our foremost responsibilities and oath of duty, we deem it ethically and legally binding to debunk the lies and misinformation attributed to us with the below responses. 1. Whether or not I am involved in a one-man show void of consultation and the spirit of teamwork. The answer is an explicit no. I have been working in line with the act creating the LDA, which specifies the roles of each director, contrary to what they have said. I have had an open and consultative management style, yet reserving the right to exert extra leverage when necessary in order to enhance the work of the agency. Report number 2 say report of recent employment at the agency. Yes, as part of the mandate to steer the affairs of the agency at optimal level, it became imperative to overhaul the leadership structure of the agency, affecting commanders, many of whom were rotated. We also vetted some of the action agents, AA, some of whom are being considered for infusion in line with our projected manpower capacity evaluation. During the formative stages of our administration, it became necessary to decentralize operational and administrative functions of the agency in line with our articulated vision of the arrest agenda. To achieve this, it became imperative to add additional layers of supervision. Accordingly, we added 5 assistant directors with the hope of optimizing our performance as an entity struggling with a dwindling confidence crisis. This was professionally done in consultation with my deputies. In accordance with the act creating the LDA, we forwarded an informative communication edited by the Deputy Director General for Administration to the Minister of Justice. The essence was to provide a bridge between the deputy directors and the sectional heads for effective supervision. There is no region or religion. There's no religion or ethnic bias at the agency. Under our leadership, in short, there is a merit-based operation ongoing since our ascendancy as head of the LDA. So the information of infusing the agency with ex-combatants is false and misleading. On the contrary, we have accorded opportunity to all Liberians where necessary to fill in position as is made available. Even when it came to our personal protection, we have rejected and removed people with human rights violation record. 3. Stand down order as mentioned. Sir, it is important to note that we inherited a broken system with no proper operational accountability. The organization, which is predominantly functioning on volunteer staff with no fiduciary responsibilities, occasionally misused their function and deprived suspects of their personal belongings raids that were not properly supervised. It was at this point that we instituted a control mechanism which brought about semblance of professionalism, leading to accolades from our local and international partners, including the UNODC. Today, we can say with confidence and admiration that the desired objectives have been achieved. Whether or not I am corrupt and in marriage with drug dealers and cartels, that one of the counting a complaint. So in addressing it, he said this allegation is malicious, false, despicable, and misleading to say the least. I'm a proponent of the fight against drugs and illicit substances, for which I have done everything legally to arrest and prosecute drug barons. The information is a mere falsehood intended to tarnish my high-earned reputation and a smear campaign based on falsehood. Sir, please use your good qualities to prevail on them to bring the empirical evidence in order to authenticate claims of such machination. Sir, let me state clearly that the 2 deputies breached a serious security protocol on confidentiality with reference to God law. The intelligence presented to me with information was breached. Okay, was a very sensitive information for my consumption, which was marked classified information, was breached and misused. But in the spirit of coordination, I hinted my deputy for operations on the matter, hoping he would have respected the sensitivity of the matter by keeping it from the public domain and act accordingly. If I had any sinister motive, desire, and intent to deceive and had anything, I would not be in the know. He would not be in the know. Classified information passed on to Mr. Fadiga for processing was intended to arrest and prosecute those reflected on the list. I was later informed by intelligence that Fadiga had arrested God Lord after a week and was released by his order, something I believe was a breach in the chain of command. I asked for an update report of the case. He admitted that he did arrest God Lord and detain him at the red light station, but was later informed that one of his officers used his name to receive $1,000 and release him from jail. Mr. Fadiga said he was investigating the issue, and up till now, no report on an investigation involving God Lord was ever reported to my office. Then, our cooperation with the UNODC, the U.S. State Department. For the record, we are in good book with the United States Office on Drug Control, which is the UNODC. We have been collaborating with the UNODC since our ascendancy. They continue to receive periodic statistics of drugs arrested and have assisted with verification of arrested drugs from suspects. Devices at RIA facilitation of outside training for senior staffers, including Mr. Hassan Fadiga, who just returned from Senegal through their sponsorship, continued support from the U.S. State Department, EU, Chinese, among other partners. We are in good standing with our local and international actors. The issuance of uniforms mentioned by my deputies to the LDA stopped in 2020 before my appointment in 2024 as Director General of the LDA. We do have reports submitted to the UNODC specifically referencing a comparative analysis of drugs arrested by the immediate past administration as compared to our time at the LDA. This analysis showed better record during the same period than my predecessor. Conclusion: we want to unequivocally make it clear that the allegations made by the two deputies are all false and misleading with no iota of truth. It balls on greed, envy, and jealousy with the sole intent of one of them occupying the seat of the Director General. The both deputies have been undermining, disruptive, and condescending day by day, which is fracturing the cohesiveness of the governance structure of the agency. We have done everything to coexist, but to no avail. They are bent on undermining gains being made in the drug fight. I remain clean and forthcoming with transparency and accountability being my trademark. I avail myself for any further investigation. Professional regards, Colonel Abraham S. Kroma.
Yes. Yes, I mean, I think this has gone to public. That's why I decided to read it out. And there's just as follow for some audios and things which, of course, we cannot get on radio. So we want to ask them professionally. And there are some audios, there are some terrible videos. I mean, with this investigation. So the Ministry of Justice, the minister, and all of you part of this investigation will sit and read between the line and let this one case, I mean, almost a month now. Yes, by July 5 will be 1 month since the suspension. You know, I mean, it's dragging too long. So we have listened to his response and responding to two deputies. Anyway, this is the TBS 96.1 Hero pull down of Ray. I see Amara for fun.
Is he here? Oh,
It may go to Marka that he coming late.
he just entered?
He just entering. Oh man. So let's pause for 5 minutes. We'll just do MRI like for 10-15 minutes because Echo Bank folks are ready as well. So have a pull down of rain, but the Minister of Justice, Minister Twe, I mean, there are some audios we can play on the radio. Yes, we want you to listen. I mean, there are other networks will play it, but listen, watch all of the videos, and this one thing should be said. AB needs to go back to job and continue where he started from. Let's see have some calls coming through. 0770-285-961.
0770-202-579. And thanks, your boy Jazino was at the BET Awards last night.
BET?
Yeah.
After the show, I'm going to watch. What? Let's say a record.
Good morning. I mean, the
Mama, you agree?
you don't have time. Use 30 seconds to say what you want to say, Chief. All right, thank you. Good morning. Let's go straight to the point. No too much greetings all over the place. Good morning.
Now, political talk.
You think, no, that only in front of people, in front of these people, you can bullshit. Okay, all my professional judgment.
Political rally.
Well, political rally. Anyway,
You make a
let
point.
me. Okay, go ahead after this one.
You employ me?
Morning, quickly.
You recommended me.
I said that because I thought you were a good guy, but
You're not a good human being.
I'm not. Go ahead.
You are very disrespectful. You are unprofessional. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. I tell you, shut the fuck up.
You do not go after you. You do not go after you.
Just being that you don't go to jail. You can't go to jail. You can't go to jail. My man will disrespect you. Every time my man will disrespect you. You can't go to jail. Shut up. You wouldn't have a jail. You take that and put it down. You take that and put it down. Who the fuck you think you are? Shut up. Get the fuck out of me. Why you holding me?
No, I'm gonna hold you.
You holding me?
I can't hold you.
Why you holding me? Why you holding me?
You slapping me?
Just wait for me. Why you holding me? Just wait for me.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Rawa, and also good morning to you, Marka. Well, my name is Andrew. We say I join you for Father's Day this morning. Look, I want to add my voices, but many voices are called upon the return of Mr. Ibi Command back to the FTA. If President Biden wants to actualize a fight against corruption, this is a distraction point for him, and this is the time to make the right decision. Mr. Kumar is in the rightful position to fight against drugs in this country. Look, people will come with so many tactics in letting your mind on the rightful person to do the job. I can safely say to you, knowing the character of David Kumar and what he has done, and what he continues to do, he's in the rightful position. And we will appeal to our president to be able to take the rightful decision. Do not be distracted by these people that don't want to see your dream come true.
Okay.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Let's take two more. Then we'll bring on Amar. Amar, I gotta get a head for more and thing. Yes, have a pool of rain, man. Yes, District 3 Representative Super Mobile was saying in the Florida area. Yeah, I mean,
why you are doing?
helping you. Yeah, yeah.
Good morning.
And the man said something after that call. I'll announce it. Yes.
Two important things. One, this is Mr. Marka, Pastor Marka. I want to relate to what you guys spoke about, Mr. The DA leader there, Mr. Vermont. I would ask Mr. Marka to please reconsider and put him back, even though he wasn't fired or suspended. Let him go back and let the other two guys, deputies, leave, because I think there's some sort of bad jealousy there. It's going to become worse if they work together. Secondly, I hope you guys don't take this otherwise, because I want to speak about the ability. I would like to hear Mr. Ability making more peace and speaking so loudly as he does, and translating that fire for fire, and then he talks about the militant. When you talk about militant,
Yes, I mean, I want to. That's it. I got attention. Anyway, yeah, but as you close up, Sumo Mobile provided 500 MS reflective jacket in District 3, and also wants to provide 500 United Dollars to the Ministry of Public Works to encourage all government officials to follow suit in this difficult time of those flooded situation.
So what if 500 to the public?
I mean, rescue people calling for SOS call. There are people sleeping out their homes.
Okay.
Yes, just everywhere. The social media have not taken it off. Yeah, I'm gone. But it's training at public works. I don't know if public work will listen up and pick it up. Disaster management also should be aware with this. But Sumo have been saying, I said, man, you alone, you can't visit all of the homes in the water when the rain boots. District 3 have been heavily hit with this thing. Yes, I think that we can bring on Amara at least for the next 10-15 minutes. Amara, Marka, even though you Marka, but why you say you late? Good morning.
Good morning, dear brother. Good morning to Marka Davis. Good morning to the Renaissance Communication Incorporated family. Good morning to the peace-loving people of Gardnersville, Electoral District number 12, Mosurado County. And a special good morning to Her Excellency, our beloved President, Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai. Good morning to all of our pilgrims who arrived early morning yesterday from the holy land of Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Welcome back, and thanks for the prayer and the supplication offer on behalf of the family, the society, and our country at large. And we hope that the Almighty will answer all of the supplication in the best interest of our families, the country, and the West African region. And I want to say thanks for the invite. Despite the rain, we need to respond whenever the Renaissance Communication, specifically the TBS team, Honor Your Watch, invite us. We need to do everything possible to be here because we are partners in progress. And quickly, before we can dive into the issue, we have limited time. The flood issue, Ghana's is no exception. The Keseli Boulevard and the Chikitu factory and other community are no exception, honestly speaking. And thankfully, we informed the disaster management team last weekend, and I think they are doing some assessment. We look forward to a quick intervention because it's not easy on you. It's not really easy.
Yes, we hoping for a quick intervention again. I think it has reached a point where awareness will be important on how people construct homes, especially when we talk about the waterways issue. People will start to think now that there are huge consequences. However, let's go tell us a little bit about the Hajj, this whole pilgrimage. Let's firstly say welcome back to our citizens who went to Mecca, Saudi Arabia. But give us a little history, a little hint about what it is.
Well, thank you, Maka. You see, we are now close with the authority to speak authoritatively on this issue. But as a young Liberian Muslim who has been very passionate about the improvement of the activity leading to going to the Hajj and returning, and specifically the Liberian pilgrims, for them to have that kind of really welcoming and smooth activity. You know, we've been advocating, and the TBS, been a platform that always been there for us. So we thought to come back to use the same platform to say thanks to the Liberian government, the first thing. This time around, yes, you hear little or no noise. Our pilgrim left more than 1 week ahead of the activity. Our pilgrims, they went there and they were treated nicely. They performed all of the activities and spent additional 1 week after the meal activity. And then the last Friday, which was last weekend, they prayed out in Marka and then offer prayer for the government, offer prayer for their various family, their relatives, friends, the society, the Liberian people at large. And then they departed late night Friday, and then they arrived here early morning of yesterday at the airport. And then everything was just coordinated in accordance. And then we want to say thanks to the National Muslim Council and thanks to the agency here, Honorable Luceni Kamara, Honorable Amadou Sharif, publicly known as Mayuba, and all of those people who made it possible. And our bigger thanks go to the liaison officer from the government to the Muslim Council, Honorable Haja Mamaka Benete, the Minister of State with that portfolio, who did an exceptionally well for coordinating the activity between the government with the National Muslim Council. And we pray that next year will be better than this year, so that the number will increase, because we have, little over 200 that went this year. And usually we can have pretty close to 500. So we look forward, based on the kind of coordination and cooperation of this year Hajj activity, we look forward that next year will be 500 or above. And we know that the government, the Muslim Council, the agencies, they will work cooperatively to do it better and bigger for next year pilgrims. So we have to come, because you who cry for the improvement of the activity, when the activity is improved, if you don't recognize the good of those people who put their hands on deck, then of course you will be looked at as an ingrate. So this is what we have to come to say thanks to all of these people and those institutions and the government that we just named, to say thank you. But please let us keep all hands on deck to do it better ahead of next year.
In terms of accounting for the number of Liberians who went to the Hajj this year, we understand, sadly, at some point in time, there were international news reports of some disasters and all of that. In terms of accounting for our citizens, what can you say? Everyone back in numbers, 100% complete?
We are sad about the incident that occurred in Saudi Arabia due to suffocation or extreme heat. Yeah, and we sympathize and empathize with the bereaved family, bereaved nation, and the bereaved region. But we are grateful as well that there was no incident of any Liberian pilgrim that left from Liberia.
Okay.
Actually, there was an incident of one or two Liberians who left from America.
Okay.
Yeah, who left from America and went for pilgrimage. And unfortunately, one or two persons were involved. One of our sister from Bon County, may also rest in peace. Another person, but Liberian pilgrims are left from Liberia directly. We are grateful that none of them were involved. But again, we think the Saudi government will do better for next year, because they know the number increases every year. Yeah.
That is great. Do you want to do any kind of comparison between the last Hajj and this one?
Well, not necessarily a comparison. We know the last Hajj, the people did their best, but maybe at that time the challenges were so many, and their best could not actually use the kind of result that were needed, and there were a lot of holding and pulling. But we are grateful that this one is better, and we are expecting something bigger. That will be exceptional than this one. Okay. So, they said, once there is improvement in the activity or in any endeavor, there will be better result. But again, I want to say to this platform that the bigger thanks go to you, because you always open your arms to bring those issues of human concern, to be able to improve it. So you now take this glory. Of course, the praises go to you for providing the platform for improvement. So today, where we are, the True Breakfast Show did exceptionally well. So I want to say thank you to everybody.
And so some of the followers, some of the people who are listening say, well, it is a good thing that when the time for the Hajj comes, the government will lend support, and the different organizations, the Muslim community in the country will do all they can to ensure our citizens also participate. But some will say, what do they come back with? What are the impact of this on the country?
Thank you. That's a very expedient question. You know, we are from various faith, and whenever people go to Jerusalem, we prayed for mercy, the Almighty God mercy on the country. Whenever people go to Marka, it is similar. Pray for your family. You know, the pilgrims themselves, they got their own wishes. They pray for themselves, pray for their family members. Some people are sponsored by their family members. Some people are sponsored by goodwill people. They pray for the people as well. They pray for the nation, because you can't go Marka as a Liberian if the nation is not at peace. You will not go to Jerusalem as a Liberian if the nation is not at peace. So you pray for peace in the nation. You pray for the government regardless of political party, because whenever the government is strangulated, the citizen will have the biggest responsibility to carry, and so to say the biggest burden, right? Because people in high authority, they live by our taxes. So we pray that the government succeed regarding the challenges. We pray that the Almighty see reasons to have mercy and grace upon our people, upon our country, upon the government, so that the citizen can live a better life. We pray that diseases, calamity, and in the midst of the heavy downpour of rain, you see, natural disaster. So prayer will offer so that God can put these things under control. Because water disaster is one of the worst disasters around the world. Even in America, sometimes the tsunami. So prayers can be offered to prevent or minimize all of those things. Prayer can be offered to control the outbreak of diseases. Prayer can be offered for many other things. Prayer can be offered to protect our people, to protect our children from the influence of drugs. Prayer can also be offered to protect the government, to protect government officials also, so that the drugs cartel will not
لا
have
شريك
over
لك
people who purchase.
لك والملك
Of course,
يا كيبكان يا كيبكان
people that say the blood
Maybe
لبيك
not just want to pray, but
اللهم
preach about it.
لبيك
Say no to it.
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك جزء الكعبة يسأل الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Influential man as well, Honorable Amadou Sharif Mayuba, an influential person, and many other influential persons, including the Honorable Minister of State with that portfolio, Honorable Haja Mamaka ability. I mean, these are people that are influential. People listen to them, and many other persons. So you can carve that message in public gathering, and even we that here, you or the Renaissance Communication family that have been providing the platform for us for more than 17, 18 years to send a message across. We can also tell the parents when the prayer are offered by our clergy, God said, prayer without what? Without faith is a dead prayer, right? The faith means that when you believe in it, you should take action towards it.
The next house, you go to the next house.
Finally, from my end.
So finally, every year, Amara will come and push the agenda of the house. Please make ticket Amara the next house, man. Yeah, man. Well, 5 years now consistently.
But when you come back, you say being politics by way.
No, but you can do politics. It may not be bad way, but you can still do politics.
Every year, the man come do one house to the Amara, man.
Marka, you know what Marka said when on the platform here? When you press me, I can get that ready. Marka, traditionally, you my grand uncle.
Okay.
The woman that born my father was a man woman.
Okay.
From Gawi, the city that you from.
Okay. So
Gawi, yes, the Gawi people, they are my grand uncle.
Not an issue. They're saying that one press hard for you to go to Marka when you come back.
Yeah, my grand uncle say I will do politics deep. So I'm a politician.
All right.
I'm a politician by nature.
Let's hope it happen for you the next year, inshallah.
I mean, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Amen.
Yes.
I will go there.
Yeah.
And I hope that this will fall on God listening ears.
Okay.
Yeah,
And people
absolutely.
in high authority.
Let's pick few calls out quickly. Yes, we have our last segment, guys.
Yes, so we can take at least 2, 3. Yes.
Yeah. So the next trip down, 2 months to the next trip to Saudi Arabia will do a SOS for Amber.
Yeah, certainly. And I hope the Honorable Minister of State with that portfolio.
Absolutely. I know that it wouldn't be.
The milk appear on every platform for the Hajj. They haven't seen the place before. Yeah, let's preview calls.
Yeah, let's see. The veteran wants to make an input. Good morning, sir.
The question is simple and explicit. They ask you, when are you making tell us the reason what's holding you back. We can make intervention. We know what it means for a family member, a Muslim family member to go to Mecca and come back. So I like your zest that you have for Muslim brothers. What is holding you back? How much I want to intervene?
Okay, yeah. I mean, we are. Yes, we certainly. We are financially.
Financial muscle weak. Financial muscles weak. The holes in it.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Grace. Thank you. Good morning.
Ambassador Marka David, good morning. And let me say good morning to Veteran Onion as well to the studio guests and many listeners.
Good morning, dear brother.
My name is Aloysius P. Flomo Jr. and I joined this morning from ECO. I listened to your guests and I think he elucidated very well. And we must thank the present government headed by Ambassador His Excellency Joseph Jima Boakai for the support given to our Muslim brother and sister to attend such a religious ceremony when it comes to the international scene. And he made mention about something when you ask the question, what impact this particular trip has to bring back to the country. And he talked about prayer. Yeah, it is true. While it is true that we are praying to God to snap back some of these things like flooding and other phenomena in our country can be mitigated, it is also bounding upon us to call upon our government, most especially through the National Disaster Agency. The issue of flooding that you said initially, we witnessed some of those trendy movies on the social media where a lot of homes have been affected in rural communities. And when we are making reference, just in the education city here, one community called Florida, that community was hit by that particular rain. So that the government see how best they can expeditiously address some of the issues when it comes to some of the disasters within our country.
I don't know why we are not being able to lay our hands on the final budget. We had it draft, but we are not being able. Yes, good morning.
We'll try to
really need to get it.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I want to disagree with Amar.
The men financial. That pro bono PR work that's been doing.
Thank you, my brother.
I pro bono man. And one low petrol, you don't want to.
I don't want to that's not me having some influence over some.
I'm a minority talker. Don't worry, man. We'll raise it. Don't mind. Having up you. Yes, but let's use the next. 2-3 minutes. We have our live segment girls already waiting.
Thank you so much, O'Neill, for the platform, and thanks to Marka Davis, thanks to the Renaissance Communication team, the family at large, and the CEO, Liability. Thanks for the marvelous job being done. I want to say thanks to all of the callers, and I agree with you. I agree with the caller by and large. Unlike for the last caller, again, I know that's just a backslide of the whole discussion. But again, we know very well that while people have come from Marka, we know the government will put something in place. So that they can do a special prayer also on ground upon their return. And we are engaging the various stakeholders to see how best it can be better coordinated ahead of next year.
Okay.
And I would say on my closing statement on you, on the flood issue, honestly, Ghana's is hit hard.
This Castle Boulevard, I've been
Boulevard,
receiving a couple of calls
the
from the
Yamna
Boulevard.
community all the way down. And then the Tikisu factory, Sokolo Street community. The place are flooded as we speak right now. Yesterday, I spoke with the chairman, Pa Yango, from Tikisu factory. He said he was basing the disaster. People call him. I said, okay, yeah, we informed them, and they have called you. He said they gave them some form that they were trying to multiply and get the data of affected family members. And I think we need to do it speedily. And now the rate is falling heavily as well. So we don't know whether the cases will increase or not. But again, something needs to be put into place. But let me measure the audio. Keseli Boulevard, Joy Clinic. There's a new foundation that they erected there. That foundation has caused heavy flooding, and the road is now being covered by water. The major road from Keseli Boulevard Junction to go down. One single person is affecting the entire community. A community comprised of over 18,000 residents. One single person. The Zuni department don't need to wait for complainer to go there. The public access road we're talking about there, it will damage the road. That road was just rehabilitated. It will damage the road. It's a major road. And when that road is connected, it goes strictly to 12th Street, connecting to telecom. So the Zuni authority should take this as an official information to move in. As soon as you leave from the junction, it's just 2-minute drive to Joy Clinic.
I mean, this was not happening before. This year is a little bit different. Are people building in the alleys?
Yes. People are building. You know where that foundation is? The foundation is right in front of the drainage. Right in front of the drainage here. And they backfill that foundation from there. They fill the way leading to the foundation. And then they put a tank there, and then they say they are washing car. That was just done in less than 2-3 weeks. And then they have that put of rain, it covered the road. It been more than years upon years that had not happened before. Keseli Boulevard. And when the affected members of the community gather, and the owner of that place is saying that his or her land, they went to town people are doing little or nothing because they think they may not have the authority to summon that person to ensure that you build in front of the drainage. And that is wrong.
I'm gonna ask you close up. My body is actually crippling. Marka, if you see through this video, water entering your home, I mean, it becomes disturbed. All of your things you have in the house, your bed, the children, and all of it. The rain keep pulling.
This is sad. And as you speak, you have never done put a ring. So the Keseli Boulevard area, that identical Joy Clinic needs to be addressed. We don't want the citizens to come on the road to block the road before government can go there. The Public Works Zuni Department, if you are listening, please, we are giving you direction, or you can still get to Keseli Boulevard Junction. You contact us, we'll take you there, or you contact us, we'll give you the community chairman number.
Okay.
Mr. Swan, Odamete Swan, who is the general chairman for the Keseli Boulevard community, will give you his number. If you're drawing you through, we are having challenges.
Look at the life. The water have entered that house, and he allowed the cameras to go into the home.
People are being affected. So, can we say to watch this thing to continue to increase? And the disaster management agency may be challenged with funding. So we can prevent some of these things. I want to say thank you so much for the opportunity, and we look forward for more opportunities so that we can come back here to talk on most of those things. And let me close on this. You raised something this morning. The issue of the drugs, the holiday for the drug dealer have been extended. President Joseph Numa Banka, I know as we enter July, today is the first working Monday in July. I know the world declared, the emergency declared against narcotic substances in this country. You didn't take it for a joke. Everything you said when you were not in power, you have done more than 75%. I can say that here. And the drug should be no exception. And if anything that will fall short, that is drugs issue. A.B. Kruma, absolutely. As soon as you say this afternoon or this morning that AB go back to work, you will see that difference. You will see that difference. So, President Bwaka, please make it official. We beg you. Please make it official. Our country can be used as a transit point for drugs dealers. If those drugs cartel are doing anything behind the scene to delay the official assignment or the official, installation of Abraham Kroma, we beg you, please, we are asking you to give us, we the affected people, by the drug stealer, by the drugs peddling, we that are affected directly through our relatives, our friends, our children, we are the one feeding the pain.
Okay.
So we want to say, please, Mr. President, see reason in the soonest possible time. This week is not too short because by the hour, by the day, our children are being affected by drugs and people are dying. People are dying from drugs dealer, drugs activity. I want to say thanks for the opportunity. Please remain peaceful. Please do everything to protect the sanctity of our country and to give the government the support so that the government will succeed. Because whenever the government succeeds, the citizen will benefit.
I will see you. Yes, and bring you all. We'll be doing that SOS call for you to go to Mecca. Inshallah. Yes, let's get our break. We'll come back. We'll bring the folks from Echo Bank coming up.
What happened to you? So, Jimmy, I want you to pay McDonald's coffee first thing tomorrow morning. And tomorrow Sunday, I finish again. Listen.
But there are no problem there at all. It's possible you can.
Oh my God. So this is a call to the Liberia National Disaster Management Team, and I think they can come and pay a visit. You see, what's the name of this place again?
Remote Community.
Remote Community. Okay, Barrow Practice Ground around, I know a church here, Pilgrim. Where is it? Okay, around the Pilgrim Church in Sinker. So, this is a serious problem, by the way. And you listen to the fellow, he said because of the drainages are clogged, and citizens have built in the drainages to get the water out of the community. Where is the school? Saba Liberia. Yeah. So is this place? Oh wow. Okay, so let's go. This is Barrow Practice Ground, Sinkhor 24th Street. So people living as far as back there? Okay. Do you have people living in here too? How can I get there now? So So we have to pass in front of the house, right? So let's try to go there. Okay. So kindly share the live so that this live can reach the Liberia National Disaster Management Team. Mechanism should be put in place to tell citizens this: look, you guys should not build in the line of the drainage. Let the water leave the community. And this is what it is right now in Barrow Practice Ground, 24th Street, Remote Field. Okay, so I want to talk to the people in here. Okay. Use this direction. So this is something that you should understand. Okay. When you are buying swampland, you should also be prepared for the rainy season. So where are we passing, sir? So we will pass around, don't worry, Chief. Wow.
I'm the head of Diaspora Desk, Bank, Liberia.
So, only once again, good morning. Good morning to our listening public. My name is Gibson Colley, and I'm the head of consumer banking. We are here this morning again to talk about one of our products. Yeah.
Great. Yes, before going into this, why is it this morning I was dressing up? Then my son said to me, "Say you dress like a real banker," and I laugh. The music don't play in the banking house. Why is it music? You don't have music playing in the banking house. The money needs concentration or what?
Yes. Not only concentration. We want to ensure that we use the television you see in the banking hall to advertise our product and services. Use that to educate our customers, because while they are queuing, they are watching that TV. So it's good for you to put some valid information there that they can benefit from. So instead of playing music,
Okay, I'm just kidding.
we prefer to use it that way.
Great. So 2024 have been a great year for EcoBank. I mean, remember the outcome was a massive one. The advanced salary payment, yes, yeah, people waiting up to take 50% for the salary before the month comes to an end. Introducing of the credit card, and quite recently something very very big. This of course is our key interest. This diaspora mortgage. Let's talk about it. What is it?
Yeah. So EcoBank has always been there to identify the needs of the people and try to fill in and address that need. So diaspora mortgage is specifically intended to address the need of our Liberian brothers who left the country and they are in the diaspora for whatever reason, greener pasture or whatever it is. So we thought that over the time, there has been this challenge where they want to own properties back home, but most of the time they don't succeed in doing that. They send money back home to friends, to people, I don't want to say family members, and then, to purchase property, sometimes to buy land. And they get disappointed when they get back home. They don't see the value for that money that is sent. So as a bank, we thought that we needed to do something to address that.
Okay.
And so we structure this diaspora mortgage where while they are in the diaspora, they can still own property back home here using EcoBank.
What are you in Europe? You're in Asia, in America? You can still own a property.
Yeah, for now it's
Uh-huh.
restricted to Canada,
Canada.
the UK, and other parts of Europe
Okay.
and the USA.
The US. How does this work? I mean, like, brothers, listen now. Those people following online will have so much interest in this. Let's look at how does it work. The bank, having getting themselves involved. How does it work?
Okay, so what we did is that we have a partner sitting in the US, and in fact there are two. One is in the US, the marketing arm, and the other one, which is a broker, sits in the UK.
Okay.
So we're working with them to see how they could do assessment of Liberians that are in the diaspora, check their credit history, because you have to be credit worthy.
Okay.
So you check all the basic information about them, and then you get in touch with us. But there's a platform to do that. So once the avatars and you are in the diaspora, you are interested, there's a website there which will leave with you. You can be able to get on our website and contact them. And then you can also input your basic information. There are requirements there. You will input all of your basic information on our platform.
On the website.
Yes.
Okay.
And then they will assess you. And then if you are qualified, they get in touch with us in Liberia. And then the process starts from there. So as we continue to explain, of course, there are two ways you can be able to access property here. You can either identify the property debt upfront and you want to pay off, and then you can acquire that. You do that through us, through EcoBank. The second way, which is what we are here to talk about, is where you in the US, you work, you've been working, you earn salary and things like that. So you get on our platform, and then once you are qualified, our partner get in touch with us, and then here we have developers. As of now, we've identified
how many developers you have so far?
Two of them. Yeah, one Atlantic View, and then the other one is Vision Builder. So they are now two. So those two are the one we are in touch with. So to complete the property, you do upfront payment of 30%. If you do not have all the money, and then the bank can lend you the 70%, you can acquire property and pay over time.
Okay, great. So I mean, we're going to go more with this. Maybe I can get to a trick on. In terms of the requirement, I'm here thinking about what are the requirements for obtaining a diaspora mortgage?
Yeah, so thank you, Oni. The first is that you must first have your account with EcoBank that qualifies you for the diaspora mortgage. And then, like my boss said, you have to go on the platform and put in your details, after which you'll be pre-qualified. After the pre-qualification, then our partner will send the details down to us and we'll do our regular mortgage criteria process. We'll do our regular routine process back home. And after we will inform you that you are qualified. After we give you the notification that you are qualified, you have to do an upfront payment of 30% of the total amount.
Okay.
Like my boss said,
30%.
30%. Then the bank will come in and fund the balance 70% of the project for which you want to develop or for which you want to buy. Yep.
Okay. I'm looking at eligibility. Why eligible for this diaspora mortgage? I mean, I'm reading some comments back and forth. There are people back here concerned. Who is eligible?
So the eligibility comes in when after the broker, we have our partners is in the UK, and then the other guys are in America and Ghana. So you get the eligibility will based on your credit profile you put into the website. So after that is done, when we review all your information, and then will inform you whether you are eligible or not. It's based on the information you put into the website, for which will do all the verification, the background check on you, and to know whether you qualify or not.
But let me just add that any librarian in the diaspora, once you have a job, you can apply. So it's not restricted to any specific group of people. So it is now the assessment that is done on the pre-qualification or qualification at a point in time that will now determine whether you can be able to be granted the facility or not. But they are all, free to apply.
Yes, making mention of the website. Maybe you care to read it out, or maybe later on in the show can do so. How do people get advantage going on the website? If you want to read it out.
Yeah, let me read it out. So it's, of course, HTTP and all that. They're all formality, but it's EcoBank Liberia dot CESO, SESO.
Okay, CESO.
And then dot mortgage, and then slash, that forward slash, and the country. That means the country that you reside in, whether USA, whether Canada. Yeah.
Great. Yes. The diaspora mortgage, well, launched by EcoBank. Have there been any feedback in terms of? I'm looking at maybe there are some challenges ahead, or people getting easy access to the platform and make this happen.
Yes, so far since we launched the product, as a matter of fact, we launched this product last month, the 5th of June.
Okay.
And since we launched the product, there are huge potential. We got so far we've got 20 potential customers already that are going through the process. And then there are some who receive calls from, they have interest in it. And this is first of its kind in Liberia. EcoBank is the only bank who have launched this product, and so it's something very new to the diasporans in America, in the UK, and other parts of Canada too as well. So far we've gotten 20 potential customers who have expressed interest in getting on the platform for the diaspora market.
Wow.
But I just wanted to, I think you spoke about challenge, if there's any. So the challenge we've got from my interaction with those that have contacted me so far is that we need more developers.
Okay, more developers.
Yes, so we have 2 today, but we need additional ones where people have the opportunity to have multiple properties that they can select from. Because the 2 that they might not have what other people will be looking out for. So we are encouraging if there's any developers that can come on board, let them contact us.
Okay.
And that would be good. So the other thing is we're trying to, there's this request, because today it's only restricted to residential mortgage. That is, you want to own a house on your own that you want to live in, you want to reside in. But there's this request that have been coming from some colleagues and friends from the diaspora requesting if we could consider commercial property, for example.
Okay.
I want to build my house, but I want to rent it and all of that. Most of these our colleagues in the diaspora are involved with things like that. So this is something that I just like to let the public know.
You've been having serious requests on that.
Requests from that. We don't have that. It's not part of the program for now. But we'll go and study that just to let the public know we could consider looking at that.
Anything out of the box? Are there any tax implications in obtaining a diaspora mortgage, or that cares of the client?
Yeah, for now, because the website is built, as such that all those details are there, so we cannot pick that up except where we have to look at it and then let you know later. But all the details are there. So what are tax implications? Because they are diasporans in the US, because they are not those are qualified for the mortgage. They are not people that are here, so we cannot identify whether the tax issue would be with them or with the broker. So you have to work out that with our brokers and then get a little details on that first.
Let's get back to the limitation of funds. I'm here thinking about funding. You said 30% should be paid upfront to the bank. You can't explain that again.
Okay, so assuming you want to purchase a property that costs you $100,000, you don't have all the money. You want the bank to come in there and assist. So the requirement says that out of that 100,000, you bring upfront 30,000.
Okay.
And the balance 70,000, the bank can lend you that money to acquire the property, and then you pay over time. Now, for the period we are saying 8 years, we will extend it as far as 8 years. I don't know what there's.
That's the payment plan. Within the range of 8 years, you have to make.
I don't know whether there's anything that do that in this country now.
8 years.
Yes.
Why are you doing this? I mean, this is something very new, and you're giving 8 years.
Of course, considering the amount, and considering what those guys, what they are used to in the US and in the diaspora, as a matter of fact, they do mortgage like for 20, 30 years. Now, if you go and give them 1 or 2 years, how many of them will look at that? So we talk to extend a little that, between they and the bank, that at least they can look at and say, this is reasonable.
This is different from the traditional mortgage. I mean, the regular one, the diaspora is far different.
Yes, but I mean, the sense is the same mortgage. You acquire the property and pay for it over time. Now, if you are making $1,000, we don't expect that we'll reduce that payment term to say 2, 3 years. It means that your entire salary will come to pay for the mortgage. You got nothing to live on. So we thought that it was important to just stretch it so that it becomes something much more flexible that they can be able to work with.
Wow. Great. So I'm going to use the next couple of minutes to have some interactions. Maybe you have some questions that we're not be able to ask the folks from EcoBank Liberia. This diaspora mortgage is something very big. They have launched it since last month. If you have your questions to ask, you can go ahead and do so. Let's get the lines activated shortly. 0777-285-961, 0777-285-961, 0777-405017, placing the call. 0770-153-265. You can go ahead and call and ask all of the questions you want to. As I sit back and listen up to you. Let's pick our first caller line this morning. Good morning. Morning. Okay. Maintain the question around.
Yeah. Let me answer that question.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. You mean like Librarians back home?
Yeah.
Those people not interpret or whether they can go in such advantage. Yeah. Say he wants to answer you immediately. Just hang up the phone. Now pick more calls up. Thank you.
I wanted to even speak about it before the question, right?
Yeah.
So yes, we are doing that locally. And so
wait, take your time, Mr. Colley. Take your time. You mean local base?
So
or local base?
It's not restricted. The mortgage is not restricted to only the diaspora. As a matter of fact, we have been doing it locally for a very long time.
Okay.
Except that what we are doing today to promote the diaspora, we've not done that.
Okay.
So yes,
locally.
Yes, locally. All you have to do is open your account with EcoBank.
Okay.
Let your salary domicile with us.
Okay.
And then you can come. But locally, we are doing it for 5 years for now.
5 years.
Yes, for now. So you can open your account, come and join us. Let's take a look at it.
Okay.
And then, so you can also own your own property here.
Wow. That's great. I mean, one of the bank is doing this, EcoBank. Yes. Let's pick more calls up. 0777-285-961. Good morning. Morning.
It's good hearing from you this morning, Santiago. I want
Please be audible. I'm struggling to hear you. I'm not hearing you at all. So, yeah, go ahead. Maybe I think you okay. Thank you. 07772859661. Go ahead and ask all of your questions. I'm seeing a couple of text messages coming in, but please call. Let's hear from you. Let's hear you. Let me see if I can pick this person through. 0777285 9610770153265. Yes, you can go ahead with that question as well. Anticipate calls coming through. I mean, yes.
Yes, let me speak about the question from the last quarter. Our developers, so much we have identified, they are all Liberian developers. They do have the companies in Liberia, they are all Liberians. And that's why my boss just said we open avenue for more developers, because as the main comes, we need more developers. So they have a construction company, they're all Liberian own construction company. So whether maybe you can go apply, I don't know, but they are all Liberian own company. Yeah.
So additionally, he spoke about smaller work like plastering, electrifying the place, and all that. Of course, that one will be something you consider subcontracting by that company that we already signed agreement with, because as a bank we cannot get involved with trying to execute contract bit and pieces. So if we give you the contract, you have to ensure that you complete from start to finish. So if there's smaller work there, and you have a small construction company that you want to do, then for now you might have to visit Vision Builder and Alante View and speak with them.
The other two developers.
Okay. Yes, 07772859661. Let's go back to the requirements again locally. I mean, I'm seeing lots of text messages coming in with this one since the first caller make mention. What I need to do, please, can your guest tell us what I need to do if I will take advantage of such opportunity from the Pan African Bank?
Yes, it's simple. Just transfer your salary account to EcoBank.
Salary account.
Wherever you work, that means that you have to move your salary account to EcoBank. We start the process. The requirement basically is that we will love to see your salary routing through that account for a minimum of 6 months.
Okay.
Because we want to be sure that the account is not only brought to us for the purpose of that money. By the time you get the money, maybe you want to move. So it is required that you open that account and let your salary domicile with us for a minimum of 6 months, and then we can start talking about that mortgage. Because we need to know how much you make and do the analysis on how much you can be qualified for. All that will be done by making assessment on your salary that comes to the account.
Is there a time frame attached to this promotion or terms and conditions I apply? Of this that's prime mortgage. It just open it, so non-stop Liberians can continue to take advantage of it.
Oh yes, as a bank, once we have launched this, it's part of our product. It's part of our activities now. So we're not going to stop it. It's something that will continue as long as EcoBank is here.
I mean, you keep introducing lots of things. The credit cards spiking up, and now with this one big time. The messages I'm receiving, let me please call more than texting. Yes, I would like to hear your voices. Good morning. Morning. Good morning. Yeah, you're live. Go ahead.
I'm calling from that is the advantage for the local area. The local advantage talking about the local appearance on
You make mention of that. He's off the line.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So interest rate, the standard interest rate right now is 15% annual interest rate. All right. So usually, once you have an institution that will have the employees, domiciling all of their account with us, that they will sign an agreement with your institution to negotiate this rate. So sometimes the rate is reduced as low as around 13%, sometimes 12.5%, or something like that. That's the annual interest rate.
Maybe that. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You're coming in.
Yeah. So the court just spoke on the interest rate. So for the benefit of the public, for the diaspora mortgage, the interest rate is 12.5%.
12.5%.
Yes, so let's talk to Rachel Sagan.
Okay, let me see who's on the line. Good morning. Please be audible. I'm not getting you. Hello. Yeah, please be audible. Go ahead. You don't have a salary. Do you have a saving account? You mean a what?
I'm a shareholder of EcoBank.
You're a shareholder. Meaning what? You're a shareholder of EcoBank?
Wow.
So, how possible? How? Tell us. Okay. Okay. All right. He's a shareholder, but you're a shareholder. You don't have an active account. Yeah. Maybe you can. You can just touch on the thing for good. There are many who listening and don't have an account, don't have a salary account. They have the small business and they will take advantage of it. Mr. Gibson, you're coming.
You want me to address that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so thank you to that caller, as a matter of fact, to have interest in EcoBank as a shareholder. You were asking, I think, sometime back we had share sales here in the country, so I'm sure he acquired some of that share, some of EcoBank share during that period. So let me just say thank you to him. So, sir, if you have account with the bank, I think he asked whether you have saving account. If you don't have saving account or a checking account and you do business, it will be good to open your business account with the bank.
Okay.
Because at least if you have your account with the bank, and if you want loan, then you can start negotiating that. But the first step is open the business account, because EcoBank has been assisting a lot of business people. We have different programs. Even today, we have something we call Elevate that target women entrepreneurs. All right. So you got your small business, you need support. They do the business assessment, and a lot of women are benefiting from that. So if you are the traditional business person, a man, I mean, you can also come and open your account at some point if you need a loan to develop and promote your business. The bank can look at that.
Okay. Yes, so we have like 5 more minutes. Let's do an overall on this whole mortgage again. This diaspora mortgage. Yes, let's use 2-3 minutes each of you. Let's start with Trickle and then Mr. Gibson will close up.
Okay, so thanks again, Oni, and thanks to True FM. We just want to encourage our customers. As you said, we will come up with a lot of products that will suit the needs of our customers. So we thought that they'll come up with this diaspora mortgage to assist Liberians who reside in the US, in Canada, and other parts of Europe to own a property without physically being on the ground. So that's the essence of this, and we want to encourage those that experience in the countries to come and take advantage of this product and ensure that you get your money worth. We have our developers who are on the ground to ensure that the construction will be good, and at the end of the day, you will get the best that you can get. So thank you very much. Thanks to the people of Liberia.
Yes, Mr. Coley.
Yeah, O'Neill. So thank you very much for hosting us this morning again. And I want to thank the callers, those who listen to the program. We would love you to please contact your family, your friends in the diaspora to take advantage of this program. We believe this is something that is life-changing for them because you've not had this before, and all of the challenges they've been faced with. This is something that could be done away with. As a matter of fact, then you live there now and own a property back here in Liberia without going through any challenge. But for EcoBank to just assist you to get that done. So again, we want to say thank you for always being there when we come to promote our products and services. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. And of course, the Pan African Bank, EcoBank, is doing this big this time around with the diaspora mortgage that was launched. For more information, you can visit any of the EcoBank branches across the country, and you'll have further information on this big promotion launch of Liberian diaspora locally. Inform your relatives in Canada, in US, and parts of Europe. I mean, the Pan African Bank. No one does it better than the bank. This is how we come to the end of the Monday edition of the TV. It's been one of our main. Let's have a put down the rain, man. Serving you breakfast. Ain't easy to wake up in the morning. The month of July. July 1. This is my breath month. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time at 7:30. Thanks to Mayan Tuber. Mayan been here this morning providing all of the sounds, the videos, the audios coming through. Marka Davis, my name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts. In the midst of all controversy, have a blessed Monday and try to reach out to somebody where you have not heard for a very long time. Reach out to somebody. Please give that phone call and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
My name is Philip Marka. I'm in charge of mobile applications for EcoBank. Today I'd like to talk to you about the EcoBank Express account. Do you know you can open a bank account without having to go visit a bank branch? Do you also know that you can open a bank account without having to fill all the paperwork that is normally associated with opening a bank account? Yes, this is true. This is what the EcoBank Express account offers you. The EcoBank Express account is a digital account that is opened using just your mobile number. This account allows you access to a wide range of banking services that is available today. To open an EcoBank Express account, you have two options. The first option allows you to use a smartphone and the internet to open your Express account. To use this option, you need to visit the Google Play Store or the App Store to look for the EcoBank mobile app and install on your smart device. Once launched, click on the Get Started button. You'll be presented with options to use the app. Since you intend to open an Express account and you are not an existing EcoBank customer, click on No, I'm new to EcoBank. You will then be prompted to select the country in which you want to open the EcoBank Express account. For this test, we will select Ghana and then enter our mobile number. You'll be presented with the option to review the terms and conditions attached to the use of the EcoBank mobile app, as well as our data privacy policy. If you are okay with these, you click on the Continue button. We will now prompt you to select how you would want to bank with EcoBank. In this case, you will select Express account. we will automatically send a code to the mobile number you provided to verify your identity. As you can see, the code was just automatically read into the app. And once this was verified successfully, you'll be asked to provide your personal details. I will provide my first name, my middle name, my initials, my surname. I will select my date of birth and then provide my email address. I will select my gender. I will then click on the continue button. I'll be asked to select an ID type to use. In this instance, we will use our mobile number. I will enter my address, and then I can choose to review the terms and conditions associated with the use of the EcoBank Express account. I can then go ahead to create an EcoBank Express account. On the success of the creation of the Express account, customer can then select a 6-digit PIN of their choice for you to use to access the app. You then click on the continue button. To enable you successfully do a PIN reset or change your PIN as necessary, you are asked to provide answers to a number of secret questions. Once completed, click on create profile. You will then be asked to select the option of rewarding someone who